What is up, guys? Welcome to the fourth and final part of my ASO series. In today's video, we are talking about ratings and reviews and why they are such an important part of the whole ASO equation. So now that you are getting impressions on the App Store through your valuable keyword research, and you're also converting those impressions into installs through your amazing icon and screenshots, and you are starting to rank for some keywords because of that initial boost in traffic that you've given your app, how do you maintain those rankings? And how do you make sure over time that those rankings actually increase and that your traffic increases over time? This is where ratings and reviews come into play. You see, it tells Apple's algorithm whether your app is good and it should be pushed up the rankings, or if it sucks, like 99% of apps out there, and it can start falling down the rankings. So this is really important, and in this video I want to show you some correct ways and best practices of asking for reviews the right way, and things that you shouldn't do. So the way I ask for ratings and reviews within my games is that I'll use Apple's own ratings pop-up. Before, when you use this pop-up, they would actually have to go out of your game into the App Store to rate it. However, now with their new pop-up, they can actually rate your app on the screen that it's shown on. So they don't actually have to go out of your game to the App Store. However, if they are leaving a review, they still need to go out of your game into the App Store and leave a review there. So there is quite a barrier there. So make sure that you have a good product, make sure it's enticing, that it brings out some emotion, that they actually want to review it, yeah, you'll get more reviews that way. So I usually show the ratings pop up after the third open. Now the reason why I show it after the third open is because I know if someone opens my game for the third time, they must enjoy it somewhat, and the ratings obviously going to be a lot better than a first-time user who's dissatisfied. So yeah, that's just a way that you can kind of eliminate most of the negative reviews, and yeah, it works for me pretty well. Now, when it comes to the things you shouldn't do, never under any circumstances buy ratings or reviews. It might work in the short term, but believe me, the engineers at Apple are much smarter than you. They're much smarter than me. So play within the rules if you don't want to get your account suspended, or if you don't want to get your account shadow banned. Shadow ban just means that any reviews or ratings that people do legitimately will not show up on your app, and you're just going to see your rankings crash. So believe me when I say it's not worth it at the end, especially if you want to build a full-time business. You don't want to have everything riding on a rocky infrastructure. So make sure everything's solid, that you never do any black hat tactics, and that'll give you longevity. And yeah, it might take a little bit longer, but in the long run, you'll be much better off. There are legitimate ways of asking for more reviews within your game. You can actually even incentivize players or users with an in-game item in exchange for leaving an honest review. Now that's the big emphasis here is on honest, and whereas a lot of people in the past, they'd get into a lot of trouble with Apple because they would incentivize users to leave a 5-star review in exchange for something of value within the game. So yeah, it's all semantics here. Make sure that the wordings are better, and that you say, as a thank you for leaving an honest review, we are going to give you this item that you can use within the game. So yeah, there's a big difference between asking for an honest review and asking for a 5-star review, which is very heavily frowned upon by Apple, and that will get you in a lot of hot water with them. So I actually did speak to a rep regarding this, and although she didn't come out and say yeah, you 100% do it, she did say that as long as you're not asking for 5-star reviews, which are manipulating the algorithm, then that's okay. So yeah, they're not going to advocate incentivizing for honest reviews, but at the same time, it's not banned by them. So yeah, just use it with caution, and yeah, make sure that you have the wording correct, and that you're definitely not asking for 5-star reviews. Another thing to note with regards to ASO is that when people leave reviews for your app or your game, a lot of those keywords actually help your app rank on the App Store. So if people keep using the title of your app in the description, you'll actually find out that that helps boost those keywords, those keyword rankings. So yeah, what I also like to do is, and this is not proven, this is just my speculation, is I always reply to the reviews with those keywords that I want to rank for. And now there's no data behind this, but for me, I think that it can't hurt to actually throw some of the keywords into your responses. And yeah, it's you never know. So that's just something I do. And yeah, my ASO is pretty decent. So maybe there is a factor there, but yeah, that's just all anecdotal, and don't take my word for it. It's just something that I do anyway. So when I do reply to reviews, I just throw in some keywords that I like to rank for. So who knows, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but yeah, it doesn't take anything. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this series, and you actually put these things into practice. Like I said, let me know how they work out for you. They've certainly worked for me, so I'd like to hear from you guys. And remember that ASO is a multifaceted thing, so you can have your keywords correct, but if you don't have a good strategy for ratings and reviews, or if you have bad screenshots, then you're not going to get the result that you want. They all have to work synergistically together, and that's where you really see the magic. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe if you like this kind of content. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe and peace out.